Alright, so I'm going to be playing in the Penny Dreadful Kickoff of Season 38, and I decided to build a deck last night at 4 a.m. It's probably terrible. I didn't really want to play regular Azorius Control because I felt like it had too many problems with, like, aggro decks. Well, specifically Thalia aggro, and also Cloudpost. And this deck should be better into both, because against aggro decks, playing a creature like Archon is just really strong. And against Cloudpost, Mythrealized, and just having cheap creatures that can attack is really good in general against them, because you need to be proactive. And hopefully it doesn't hurt the other matchups too much. Not having any Wraths, well, I do have Terminus, but not having any regular Wraths in the deck could be a problem. Not really sure what it would be a problem against, though. But, I do kind of feel like I might not have enough creatures for, like, split up to be good. Because really all I have is Archon. Because Mythrealized already plays around Wrath. So, I don't know. But I'm going to be trying this out for the first time in the kickoff. Probably should have tested it earlier, but it's fine. And yeah, we'll see how I do. Okay, it is round 1. This is a good hand, I think. Gotta make sure I remember I'm actually playing this deck and not Azorius Control. Okay, it's red deck wins. That is a very good draw. So, this is probably a better matchup into red deck than regular Azorius Control. Just because of the lifelink creatures. Like, Archon is just so good. Takes 2 burn spells to kill. Has lifelink. Can make lifelinkers. Okay, so I just counter the next spell, play Archon. Beaumont does draw a few cards. I'm not countering that. Maybe I should, though. Probably not. So Beaumont is going to draw 4 cards, potentially. Please play a card now. Aw. Okay, so if this dies, I probably just lose. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, and that's already in play, so... I'm probably just dead. Come on, split up. I mean, split up doesn't even really do it. Though it wouldn't be terrible. I mean, Beaumont is drawing like 4 cards right now. Oh, I should have... I don't know why I was F6'd. That was terrible. I should have countered that. Yeah, I took 6 damage for no reason. My opponent is drawing 5 cards off their Raging Goblin. Just playing Price of Progress now. I guess it didn't matter, my misplay. I can just play the land now, because I'm dead regardless. So I can block the Stromkirk. I am just dead, though. Like, all my opponent needs is a shock. I don't have a burn spell or another haste creature. Interesting. Oh. Terrible timing. Okay, so Rune Tailor was great because of Price of Progress. So I just bring in all my anti-aggro. Do I bring in Shackles? I could. What am I actually siding out? Just counters? Is Repeal good? Yes. I don't love siding out counters on the play, but it's red deck wins, so I don't really care that much. So how do I beat Sulfuric Vortex? Should I be playing Seal? I guess maybe I should be. Also, it's Beaumont. And then I have D-Sphere. Repeal, I guess. It's not great. So that is definitely the thing I'm most afraid of. So I want a lifelink creature. Okay. This is risky because if I don't draw lands, I do just lose. It is quite good if I do draw lands, though. Okay, Repeal is a good answer to that, but I probably have to Mana Leak here, which is fine. I'll just Mana Leak here, Repeal next turn, or I guess Repeal end step here, if my opponent holds up Incinerate. I do just counter that. Ooh, do I go Sleep Magic? I feel like no. This was the wrong order, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Well, again, I'm dying to Burst Lightning. But next turn, I can go Archon plus Sleep Magic in the same turn. Make a 2/2, tap down the Lavamancer. Flame Javelin, okay. So Beaumont is decent for my opponent here. So they go 2 damage to me. So Seal does kill Beaumont, that doesn't matter anymore. It's mostly Vortex. Okay, so I can only block with the Archon. Surely they don't have Flame Javelin. So I guess then Seal would be decent. Okay, so they just Ancestral with that. Yeah, that card is just so good against me because it's just so hard for me to answer early in a good way. I do not play this non-basic land. I do just win, though. There's no way my opponent beats this. I've already gained plenty of life, and I just have a massive board presence. So I guess like Flame Javelin into some shocks could be something. Okay, so on the draw, I guess just this. Counters are just bad on the draw, I think. I'll slide in another answer for Vortex. Okay, it is game 3. This hand is not looking very good. It was decent before I drew the deduce. Really needs a land or an answer. Especially a land. Split up could be good. I can't really play Mithrilize because I didn't have a 1-drop, and I need to play deduce. Or I lose. I might lose anyway. Need to draw a land. I guess a land doesn't even do it now. Though it does kill Beaumont at least. So that's something. And then maybe I can take over with Archon. I mean, I probably do win if that happens. Since my opponent doesn't have a second land. So please give me a land. Please. Oh, Timely is so good here. Please land. Yes. Timely is actually amazing here. Beaumont is terrible because my opponent can't empty their hand. Well, they can now. It's a bit late though. Okay. Wait, I just split up. Yeah. I attack first. I should not have played the farmland, but it implies that I don't have a Wrath, actually. And my opponent just lets me have the creatures. But they weren't expecting that. I do get to kill one of them. Instead of going face. So I get to play Archon now. Okay. So do I block? I might not. Okay, split up is good here. I block with the 1/1. Split up is good, I can attack with Archon. And then do that. Well, not anymore. Okay, just infinite Archons. That is pretty hard to beat. Could be Flame Javelin, though. No, again, it's gonna take 2 cards to kill. What am I doing? What? Oh, okay. Don't mind that. I win anyway, it's fine. Abysmal order, though. Okay, so I block the Beaumont. My opponent gives... Okay. Okay, I'll just play Raven. I will play a non-basic, because Pop only does 8 and they have no cards in hand. I'm never blocking, I want to get the card from Raven's Warning. It was a land? I just play another Raven. I trade? Probably. Or I probably just fresh start. Maybe not. Could have played Seal. Probably should have, so I could just block favorably. I guess I don't block. Next turn I can draw a card from my sideboard. I don't know what that is. I guess Shadow. So I need an upkeep stop to be able to act here. Not that I need to do anything. Wait, what? Oh, I needed to cast that. Wait. Yeah, I needed to cast that before my second main. But that wasn't possible because I needed to draw it off Ravens. Can I? Yeah, I can draw the trespass, so I do just win here. This is mostly my plan for Cloudpost. Okay, I'm 1-0. Okay. It's round 2. My opponent is on a form of Cloudpost. It's basically Cloudpost with a bunch of combos, like Tooth and Nail, Through the Breach, Godo Helm. Just those 3, I think. Holding up a counter on 2 is irrelevant, I think. Well, they could have 3 mana next turn. I'm not sure if that even matters, though. Archon is pretty awkward. I can't just tap out for 4 mana. And I actually have the mana. So I need to hold up counters. I maybe could have played a card this turn, like Raven's Warning. But they could have 7 or even 8 mana. Like they can already play Through the Breach. Coalition Relic. Yeah, Through the Breach is really scary. The other cards I can just counter, maybe. The Lapse and Leak do have the problem of not being actual counters, so maybe not. That is card draw. I guess it's Archon. Next turn I can play Raven's Warning. That is a lot of mana. It's Through the Breach. Main phase. No, it's Godo? That does look like Godo. So Godo requires 5 mana, and this is exactly 5. No, this is 6 mana. I do have to counter. So Through the Breach probably kills me. Another Godo potentially does. No Through the Breach? It still could be. That looks like a Through the Breach. No, just investigating. Main phase, not even threatening the Through the Breach. Well, I guess it's obvious they would have just played it. So I lapse the Godo again. Next turn I lose. So I need to draw a counter that isn't leak, so exactly lapse. I'm not even playing Forbid, so I think I'm just dead. I need instant speed interaction, so like repeal. I guess repealing the Helm does work, and then I can just remove the Godo. So repeal would be good. What else works? I would be able to tutor something off Raven's Warning, like Seal of Cleansing. But I'm not going to have the time unless I draw a lapse or something. This is just clue token maybe? Or maybe use it and then use the relic. Okay, land. The card in hand is probably dead. It could be Tooth and Nail technically. It's not Through the Breach. And I'm pretty sure it's not. No, it could be Godo, I guess. I guess we'll find out. Why did I not attack with that? What am I doing? I meant to attack. Perhaps it doesn't matter. It's Godo. They have 2 Godos. I'm just dead. I can't have a 1-mana card that does anything. So I'm just dead. Using Dining Room. Okay. This is 13 mana. So leak does work. Exactly. They should have played around it by drawing cards with the clue, I think. Drawing a card. Because now they can't win here. They should have just drawn and hoped to find a land. Because any land works, even a tapped land, because it's always Cloudpost if it's tapped. So, killing this does nothing because they just have another one. Killing the Helm is also kind of bad, because they have 2 Helms, I'm pretty sure. So what do I do? Like, Heliod's intervention would be amazing. I don't know why I'm not playing that. It could just be Terminus. Also Ruined Halo. So if I Ruined Halo, what does that do? They get to keep all of the Godos. So Myth Realized is dead if I do that. Temporal Trespass doesn't matter here. I think it is... It's either Terminus or Rune Talo. Well, it could be no, it can't be Shackles. No, it can be. I steal it when they equip the helm. A lot of options. Wait, no, it can't be that, because I need to draw the card somehow. If it's Rune Talo, I have to activate the clue. And then I guess I can attack with Myth Realized. So like, what about Terminus? They just equip, and then I have to Terminus that, and then the next Godo kills. Maybe it... No, I feel like Shackles would be the best. Wait, Needle just works, right? Needle completely turns off Helm. That's probably just the play. So I go play Myth, activate Myth, draw a card, play Needle. Okay. It is probably pretty obvious to my opponent that it's Needle, because it has to be a 1-mana card if I'm going to play it this turn. And it's kind of obvious I'm going to play it. So they could have blocked. Even if they knew, I don't know if they necessarily wanted to block. Okay, I wasn't thinking as I played that card, so it's a good thing I didn't name like Godo or something. So they need to not draw a Tooth and Nail or Through the Breach plus big creature or anything, or just the big creature. But I guess that depends what it is. I guess, is Woodfall Primus lethal? Not anymore, definitely, but... Oh, that's 4 mana per Cloudpost now. No, Primus wouldn't be lethal, would it? Just drawing, though. Okay, that's good for me. Wait, is this lethal? I think it is. I tap down the Godo with Sleep Magic, and then I just attack? Is that... No, it's... Wait, Repeal. Repeal does it, I think. So Sleep Magic gives me 13, so I win. Okay. So that's just lethal. And I would be surprised if I had any interaction. Okay, wow. I was not expecting to win that game 1. Okay. So what is good? So they have 3 combos in the deck, and their deck doesn't really do anything outside of that. So they have Tooth and Nail. They have Through the Breach with the 15/15 Worm and Woodfall Primus. And then they have the Godo combo. And they have Composite Golem to win with Tooth and Nail with the Godo combo. And they can hardcast their Tooth and Nail and Through the Breach creatures. So, counters are obviously good. Instant speed removal, it's good against Godo, but not anything else. It could be good against Tooth and Nail, but I wonder if they just get like double Woodfall or like double of the 15-15. I'm not sure. So split up is probably not great. Though it can be an answer to through the breach. If they put the 15-15 in play, I just hit the 5-5s. And taking 15 is fine because they don't really deal damage outside of that. Archon could be bad. So Rune Tailor named Godo. Seal is just good because it hits the mana rocks. I really wish I had Heliod's here. But I'm playing enchantments for Archon. Is D-Sphere good? It's better than Split Up. And it kind of does a similar thing. How good is Repeal? It's probably not good. Do I just play Shackles? It's good against exactly Godo, which I already have a lot of hate for. What am I even getting off Raven? Maybe I shouldn't be siding all of these in. It's just Trespass that I'm getting right. I guess I just do this. I have no idea. I needed more time to decide. But it's a Trespass, Horror, I guess. It's mostly just Trespass and maybe Terminus. Because it's kind of good against their... It is actually quite good against their creatures, but it's hard to time. Because they can just wait, since they would know I have Terminus on top. Okay, I do need more... I need more planes in my deck. Or I should just play a Dark Art Wastes. I should just do that. Because I always fail to be able to play Myth. So what does Rune Tailor do here? I'm already needling the Helm? Or am I not needling the Helm anymore? Since I have Rune Tailor. I'm not sure. So what else can I needle? Needle does nothing against Through the Breach or Tooth and Nail. Aside from them getting Godo. What? What'd they mull to? They mulled to 1 and then conceded. Wow, that was uneventful. But I am glad to get through the match with a win. Okay, so round 3. My opponent is on a Golgari Hogak combo deck with the Chatterfang Soul Trader combo. This hand, I mean, it interacts. It needs lands, and maybe a proactive play. I can just counter all of my opponent's plays for a little while. Okay, Deduce is great. I might just miss my next land drop though. Well, I probably just don't counter a Satyr Wayfinder now. Because I'd rather Deduce. Yeah, so if I find an untapped land, I can Sleep Magic. I want a Myth Realized. I just do that, I think. And then next turn, I Sleep Magic. Okay, Town Greeter. I do counter that, I think. I might just play another one, which is fine. Polara's Battalion, okay. So I tap the Fanatic. I don't really want to split up now, because now it puts the Fanatic into the yard, and it can be eternalized. I will be able to block the Battalion with Myth somewhat soon. Nightmare, that is a problem. I'll counter that. So am I just going split up? They don't have a land. And they have Nightmare on top, so they can't draw it and activate Fanatic. I feel like that's a losing play, though. I think I lapse for another turn. I just go lapse plus deduce. And then next turn, I guess I go split up plus activate myth. And they play Nightmare, which does nothing. Like, I think literally the only play they do this turn is going to be the Nightmare. So I just lapse. Well, I deduce first. If I draw a leak, I play that, I think. I could just block Talaris now. I'd rather attack, though. Or actually, I just use Sweet Magic. No, I can't counter the Nightmare, so I have to split up, I think. Destroy all tapped creatures. They can't Fanatic. I definitely just attack here. So, 2 more attacks is lethal. So they can't really just play Nightmare, or they'd probably die. They play Fanatic. So Sweet Magic is not the best. That order was questionable, because now I can't draw into a Colonnade. If I was going to play Sleep Magic, I probably should have done that first. Maybe should have bluffed a counter. Okay, repeal would have been good. Satyr Wayfinder. So they can go Nightmare, Reanimate, whatever. They get Argoth. They play it, somehow it isn't legendary despite being named. So they sack the Satyr for something and die? Wait, they die regardless. Okay, they sack the tapped creature, but they're still dead because I have double removal. So I go repeal that. Glissa is quite good against me. Beats Mithrilize pretty hard, and also destroys enchantments. But okay, so I win the first game. So Shackles is good. Needle could be good. I imagine they do play 4 Nightmares, so that could be interesting. Repeal is good on the play. I'm not sure about on the draw. I do have a Remorseful Cleric, okay. So I play that. I play Condemn, maybe? It's better than Sleep here, for sure. Maybe like this. Okay, yeah, and Terminus is what I want to get off of Ravens most of the time. So I don't really care about keeping Shackles or whatever in the sideboard. Good hand. Has the planes too. So I go Myth into Hold Up Deduce and a counter. That's a good start on the draw, so the 2 land thing isn't really an issue. I also have Deduce. They don't really have any 1-drops, do they? It's just Satyr Wayfinders. And Fanatic. Probably not Bop. So the thing they play here isn't too scary. Like, yeah, it's just Fanatic. I can just counter a 4-power creature. I don't think I can counter this. Twilight Mire. Okay, so I gotta just leak this. That's why I didn't counter it. Okay, so Archon could be good here. Do I lapse? No. I'll lapse a Gak or whatever. I hit just a land, nothing else. It was just a mana land, I didn't see exactly what it was. That was Gak from hand. Holding up Fanatic? Possibly for the Nature's Rhythm, or whatever it's called. So Lapse is great here. So with the tutor, they have 5 mana. They can't Gak. Well, it's 6 mana actually. It finds like Shatterfang, Soul Trader. I don't even know what else. Some kind of Satyr Wayfinder. It could just be Archon. I don't think their plays are very good here. If they do put a Gak in play, I have Condemn. So really what I'm afraid of is the tutor. Well, I guess they tutor Talara's Battalion, and Fanatic of Ronis allows them to put a 5-drop in play. But that isn't really scary, is it? So I think I just play Archon. So they have Gak. Is it the Harmonize card? Probably. Yeah, it is. No, it's just Eternalize. I didn't even realize I had a Fanatic in there. That's a lot of mana. Not that it really matters. I would love to be able to play Ravens. So I deduce here. And I attack. So Raven is great. I wish I could have gotten it down here. I don't think I can... I could just play it. No, because Nature's Rhythm is lethal. Well, it makes infinite treasures, which doesn't actually do anything. So maybe not. Though Nature's Rhythm does... Like, this is 8 mana just from the Fanatics. So it gets, like, Terastodon plus another 8-drop, potentially. They might not even have it, though. And, like, Lapse is only stalling for 1 turn regardless. So, I think I do just want to go for it. Like, yeah, I don't have any hard counters in my deck, because Lapse is not a hard counter. They just replay the card. It doesn't actually stop anything unless I'm killing them. Which I can kind of do, but not really. And Leak, yeah, it just doesn't work against Fanatic or, like, Cloudpost. But there are other ways of interacting. It does look like Nature's Rhythm. It's just Terastodon, okay. What does that even hit? I'm not actually sure what you target with this. Just my lands? Okay. Raven's Warning. I don't even know what that can get. Good draw. I can swing with every flyer. So I do just win, I think. Terastodon just doesn't really do anything here. Giving me a board just allows me to block. It's Hogak, I knew that. Like, I just win with the flyers. I don't know what Raven's Warning even does here. But I just win regardless. Some enchantment, maybe. Do I condemn? I don't like giving my opponent 9 life when I'm trying to kill them, but it doesn't really matter. And I actually have the ground advantage now. Okay, so I don't know what I find here, but split up? Is that good? A repeal? I guess it's a repeal. How do I draw a card? What am I doing? Why did I not pick Colonnade? So I can't draw a card. It's fine. Interesting. Not just eating an elephant. That doesn't work, because I can make it bigger. Not that I necessarily want to. Okay, yeah, that's probably better. This is never lethal. This is only 6 damage. So they have Town Greeter plus CAC. They could hit the tutor, but it doesn't even matter if they do. Also, I should not have played the land already. It doesn't really matter though. It's Nature's Rhythm. I mean, they can play Gak and then Nature's Rhythm for a 9-drop. They already... So, these lists generally only have Terastodon for the large creatures. So it's really just the combo outside of that, which is impossible to get here because it's 2 pieces, and it doesn't even win the combo. All it does is make mana. So I just win here. Like, even if they had Iona in the deck, it's not enough. Because I just already have lethal. It needs to be like Magister of Worth, but that still doesn't work because I have Colonnade and I would just attack twice anyway. So I don't even know what you find here. A second to rest it on? Okay. Yeah, so I just win. And this is game 2, so I win the match, right? Yes. Alright, I'm now 3-0. Okay. It is round 4. My opponent is on Gruul, well, it's Lumberjack. So they have Orcish, Lumberjack, Hogak, and ways to put cards in the graveyard. The Kiki Jiki combo with Combat Celebrant. And they play the Harmonize card, which is probably why they have Fnatic. So I probably just sleep magic that. But I want to hold up farmland and lapse right now. I do feel like I lapse that. And then I just go... Well, sleep doesn't really do anything right now. But I do play it. I guess Combat Celebrant can play around Sleep Magic, so I can't like Sleep Magic a Kiki Jiki if I play it before Celebrant. So do I lapse a Fanatic is the question. I feel like no. Do I lapse Scoos? Also no. The ability doesn't really matter. I don't use the Graveyard at all, I think. So I just cycle here. I guess I Sleep Magic. Do I hit Scoos or Fanatic? It's gotta be Fanatic. Because if I hit Scoos, they can get to 4 power, and then Fanatic is active. It's also just a mana dork. I don't know. But it does make more sense to sleep the bigger creature and then repeal the dork. I think it is better to sleep magic the dork overall. Okay, I definitely leak that. So basically, it regrowths some permanents. I guess I play that. Don't love that though. I need some gas. I need to deuce or something. Anything. Not exiling this yet. What is that? Magmatic Hellkite. I guess I'll lapse that. Because it's a threat. Okay, so Archon is pretty good at beating removal. It does die to burst, but they don't have a 5th land. And they can't draw one here. It doesn't die to the sweepers that they maybe play, like Anger of the Gods, Sweltering Suns. Which are probably good in this deck, because there are a lot of 4 toughness creatures, like Fanatic. So Archon is really good if I draw some enchantments, really any kind of enchantment. It does not block very well though. So that doesn't really matter. I can't repeal the Hellkite, but whatever. Well, I guess I can repeal. And do I want to repeal? Maybe. I guess I play the land. Don't really have anything else to do with it. I could repeal and attack, maybe. If I'm gonna repeal, it's gonna be end step, though. I will block an ooze. Can only get to 3/3, and if they have a trick, I can repeal. Okay, nice. So I just repeal the Hellkite. The ETB just doesn't matter, is why. Okay, there's Myth, another Myth. No removal spell, okay. So I got a board presence, still kind of weak to the 4/5. I do attack, no reason not to really. I can make a 1/1 or a 2/2 blocker. So I really just want card draw so I can buff the myths. So they're just gonna exile 4 cards from my graveyard, which does nothing. They might hit the farmer as well to grow the skews. Okay, so they disenchanted the myth. That isn't the most impactful. This is game 1, by the way. So they're main decking this. Okay, they don't play the Magmatic, they play Bristlebud Farmer, which can return the other farmer, which is why they didn't skews, I guess. Okay, that is a good card here. I just all out. Okay, I just lost 10 damage. If I lose the I'd had this game won if I didn't do that. If I lose this game, it's entirely because I did that. Now they just have a blocker, so I can't even attack. Like, I had this game if I just didn't do that. Because if they were at 7... I could just swing out, put them to 1, kill the skews, and then next turn I have 3 flying creatures attacking and a ground creature. That's basically impossible for them to stop. Okay, that is a very good draw. I just so easily had this game though. Do I even want Archon? Probably. I don't know. Yeah. No, I just can't do anything though. I could attack with Myth. That is a bit too risky though. Yeah, if I lose, it's entirely because of that. Where I just lost 10 damage. And now I think I'm dead. Because they just killed the Archon here. Oh wow, and it also untaps that, yeah. I mean, I just lose now. They attack? No, they never attack. So split up doesn't even do it here, because it doesn't even kill the farmer. So I just lose. I mean, what do I even do here? I have to kill that, right? I guess I'm activating Myth. So I go 2 attacks on Domri. I could survive, but that's fine. I can still win. It's just actually gonna be close now, when it was such an easy win before. They keep Domri alive. So, they attack with the farmer, get back the other farmer, most likely, which I lapse. And then they have to chump with the ooze. Wait. I'm playing this so poorly. I should read the cards maybe. And I knew it had that ability. I've seen this card a lot before. Well, no, that doesn't even... They can't play it now. They can't play Farmer, but they just play some other card that they have in hand, and now I can't counter it. I should have just killed the Domri. I don't know why they're taking so long. Did they misplay, and they have Kiki in hand, which they now can't play? I don't know. I've just played this so horribly. Like, what if it's... I don't know. Yeah, I could have just lapsed that. And now I lose. Like, if I lapse that, I have to jump with the ooze. And then they take... I mean, I could do 4, or I could just not attack there then. I don't know. I mean, it's not... I mean, it is kind of over. I need to remove some flyers somehow. Split up wins. Yeah, split up is game. If I draw it. So there's that. I get Farmer, I'm pretty sure. Could just be a blocker and Fanatic or something. That doesn't even block though, so why? I mean, it's a Dork, which is not nothing. So split up or bust, when I could have just had the game. They should be a favored matchup, so maybe I'll win anyway, if I lose this game. I mean, it would certainly be a better matchup for a more traditional control list, because Wrath of God is just so good against this deck. And the creatures are not great. Do I hold up Lapse? Or do I look for Condemn? It's like a 1-of, right? So no reason. And wait, it's a sideboard card, so... Wait, how much is this? That's 5, 11, that's 16. So that is, yeah, so that's... Yeah, that's 16. I mean, I have a lifelink. I think I'm just dead, though. What if I go double Raven? So I can go Archon, hold up Lapse, which gives... It gives the Pegasi lifelink. So I attack with 2 of those. I'm essentially at 10. And then I have 2 blockers. If I go Raven, I'm at 5 with 3 blockers. I mean, I'm dead either way, I think. But Archon is a better play. There's no reason to attack face. I need to block, yeah. Yeah, I could have... I mean, if I killed Domri, I think I win this game regardless of the missed attack. Because I just counter the Scrap Shooter and I still have Myth Realized, which forces a chump. And I could still kill it the turn after. Am I dead? I think I am. I don't know, I wasn't really looking. Yeah, I mean, I block 5 and 5. I take 4. Yeah, it's... Yeah. I mean, I could have so easily won. Which is unfortunate. I haven't made a misplay like that in a long time. So what am I doing here? Condemn. All the single target removal is good. I mean, what if I had drawn like a single split up that game? Split up, I mean, it seems good there, but I don't know, it's probably good. Repeal is good on the play. I have a lot of good cards here. So what's bad? Maybe it is here. Maybe Raven isn't even that good. Shackles is good. So, disenchants are bad. Is Ever Cleric? It is a Hogak deck, right? Maybe not. No, it didn't really seem like it. Could play Search for his Kanta on the play. I like that. I'll go with this, I think. Okay. Okay, I've been playing too slowly. Actually, that's not true. I didn't play for like the first... Well, I lost like 5 minutes because I wasn't playing immediately. If anyone times out though, it'll be my opponent. Okay, Search. So the scariest play is like Fanatic of Ronus, which I can just sweep. So I'm not really worried about not having a counterspell. It's the 4 and 5 drops that I care about. Excuse? I guess that matters now. I'll top that. I don't need to sleep or condemn anything here. Though maybe I would like to condemn Skews. You know I can't. So I counter Magmatic or Farmer. I don't really need to counter this. I have Sleep and Condemn. Myth is good here, I think. So I can go Condemn and then Deduce. Don't have an answer to a 4 or 5 drop now. So I go Deduce. They probably play a scary thing and I probably sleep it. Needle. I guess that name's Myth. So I have Repeal. This could name as Kanta as well. Probably not though. So I do sleep that. Though it's very easy for them to answer the sleep. Like with the disenchant or... I don't know that I wanted that. But disenchant or damaging it. So it doesn't untap the thing immediately, so that's nice. This can be kind of awkward with split up. Okay, there's a Repeal, so once the Myth gets big enough, I could just Repeal and surprise attack with Myth. And another Repeal, okay. There is Split Up. Do I want this? I think yes. I don't really want it now, but it is really helpful in the future, most likely. Okay, now I wish I didn't do that. So Repeal... I almost want to Repeal the Bop now. Maybe I should. What is this? No gift? Or is there a gift? No gift. Not killing search. That is surprising. I guess I repeal the bop. So if I repeal, what am I even repealing though? There's nothing good to repeal here, so leak is decent. I will just pass. So I can kill all tapped creatures. Not the best. Hitting farmer is not irrelevant. Do I repeal the sleep magic? Right, so if I repeal, I don't have any more ways to deal with needle. I think I want to though, because of search. I could repeal a needle right now, but why? Like, one attack is not that important. So let's see if I can flip. I can. Okay. So I go tapped creatures. And I can play Colonnade here. So, just sacking of food, interesting. So it doesn't seem like they have much. So it looks like I can just use Azcanta. Okay, that's a bit late. So no 4 or 5 drops. Wow. I'm dead? No, I'm at 2. Wow. I could be dead to burst. I'm dead, wow. Or double pop, wow. I mean, I just was not expecting pop out of this deck. I could have sided in Rune Halo. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I mean, I probably could have won this match if I just played better. Like, I would have easily won the first game, I don't know. I would have had a game in the play. I mean, I'd probably top 8 anyway, I guess. I just need to win one of the next 2 matches, most likely. Okay. So it's round 5. My opponent is on mono white humans. This is a great hand. Has a counterspell for the Thalia, or other 2-drop. And then another one a turn later. Archon is also great, and I'll probably draw some enchantments. I think if I win this, I am probably in top 8. It's 6 rounds, and I think 4 x2 people are in top 8. Because it's like barely enough for 6 players, as opposed to, or 6 rounds as opposed to 5. And since I won the first 3 matches, I should be pretty likely to make it just by going X and 2. And I will get to see if this the most problematic matchup for regular Azorius control is a problem for the Archon deck. It is certainly not free. but I imagine it's a better matchup than regular Azorius. Okay, Bodyguard. That's a pretty bad turn 1 play. Which kind of implies that they don't have any other 1-drops. Or maybe they have a Thalia in hand that they really want to protect from... I don't even know what. Probably just means it's their only 1-drop. Or they have like more bodyguards. Alright, it is Thalia. So, give them on the play with a counterspell. I'd probably just go Raven here. And then Terminus. No need to lapse. I like this instead now. So it might just mean I go Lapse, Archon Warning, and don't go Terminus. Maybe I should have just played Raven's Warning anyway. This is a very good position for me. If I have a bad 1-drop, I countered the Thalia. And then I either have the Wrath that they can't stop, or I counter the next 2-drop. Which is another Thalia, okay. So they're not drawing a land. So most likely what they have to do is just play Thalia. Like they could play an Luminarch Aspirant as well. I don't know what else, because they probably don't have a 1-drop unless they drew it after they played Bodyguard. Okay, so I have a board presence. I have some lifelinkers. I don't know how they beat this. Like, they don't really have... I don't think they have any flying creatures. And my board is bigger than theirs. So they can deal 2 damage. So next turn I'm drawing a card, seeing what's up. Top deck, Secluded Step. Luminarch, Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay. So I blocked the Pegasus on the Bodyguard. If they attack with it, which they probably don't. They probably just attack with Thalia. And I don't block that. Actually, I could have killed it if I sacked Myth plus a bird, which might have been correct. I could activate Myth. I'll see what's up first, though. Well, not first. I'm not going to activate Myth at all now. Okay, so they do have a Zac Fair, which they probably drew after their first turn, though. I mean, another 1-power creature, they could just play Bodyguard over it. So I cycle this, just play the Archon. I could have held the farmland for Raven's Warning. But what am I even getting? Probably just some random enchantment. I don't know. So I have... not quite lethal. I have lethal next turn even if I hold back. And I have a bit of lifelink, so there's no way they kill me. They can't even attack here with anything. because all of their creatures have less than 4 power. I have another Thalia. I guess they maybe should have sacked the bodyguard. They could have all-out attacked and then just sacked the bodyguard on whatever got blocked. So, what do I do here? Trespass. Oh, this doesn't make creatures. Unless my opponent has already given up, which is fair. I could attack here. Should I even bother? I don't know. The game is very much over. So post board, what do I even have? I have 1 Peacekeeper, 1 Condemn, 1 Timely. I have... I mean, Rune Taillow, kind of. I don't know if I even bring that in, though. Shackles, maybe. Probably not on the draw. Maybe on the play. So, not that much to bring in. No reason to swing out. Well, I guess I would force a chump. But, whatever. Do they concede? Yes. Okay, so Timely, Rune Taillow, Peacekeeper, Condemn. I slide out some counters because I'm on the draw. The removal is good. What's bad here? More counters. Could be Myth on the draw because it's not as good as a blocker, and it's actually kind of weak to Thalia since I only have 3 planes in the deck. Which, I mean, definitely a result of building this deck at 4 AM and not testing it. Dragon Storm is probably better. I'll just do this. Alright, so it is game 2. This hand does not work. Okay, this could be good. No Thalia, please. No counterspell is bad against Adeline. Whatever. I am completely dead to Thalia. Okay, best 1-drop. Well, no. It's not Champion of the Parish. It is good against Split Up, potentially. Okay, no Thalia. Thank you. So, this could be good for me. No Leak. I guess Leak would be good here. Maybe. Actually, I can't even Split Up. Unless I find a land that is white and untapped. I should have kept Mana Leak. What would I have kept it over? I don't know. Okay, another Split Up. Not exactly what I wanted. So I can go Timely. Okay, so Split Up is so bad against Adeline. Imagine if I had Mana Leak, I would just win. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, Fresh Start is great. But it's also kind of useless. Maybe. I need to just draw an untapped white source, regardless. Champion. I don't know, maybe I should have just gone timely. Because now I kind of want to hit untapped creatures with split up. So I guess the idea is I fresh start the Adeline. I play timely next turn. And the turn after, I play split up untapped creatures, which kills everything. Well, they have a Gideon, but... Yeah, wait, I'm dead. I'm just dead. I can't win. They have a massive Thalia's Lieutenant. They're gonna have Gideon. Like, timely is good, but... probably not enough. So, they're flipping Kithian. They have to pay mana, though, to do that. So, I need an untapped white source or I die. Yeah, I don't know why I don't have Sideboard Wraths. Like, I guess the idea is I already have Raven's Warning, but it doesn't matter against this deck. What am I gonna... I'm not gonna wait for Raven's Warning against this deck. Okay, I am just dead. Like, I guess untapped white source, I go split up plus sleep magic. I don't know. I'm just dead. They can't flip Kithian, that's something. Wait, they don't even attack with Kithian. Wait. And if I hit untapped creatures, I kill my soldiers. I have to hit untapped though, so I go untapped and then tap down the lieutenant. So all they have... Oh. So, okay, it doesn't even matter. But I was going hit the untapped? I don't even know. Untapped, hit the lieutenant with sleep magic. Tapped hit Adeline? I don't know. Okay, so Shackle's on the play. But I also want Lapses on the play. And Shackles, there aren't that many islands. I feel like it's still good because I have a lot of counters for Thalia, so it's hard to get disrupted by that. Rune Tailor is kind of bad. Could be Myth. Sure. Alright, I just need to win this, and I probably just make top 8. So come on. Okay. Game 3, I'm on the play. This does not have a counter. It does not have much of anything, really. But I kind of feel like I should keep it. I repeal the 1-drop. Oh, no, I can't keep that. Okay, this hand is definitely better. So, is it Archon or Deduce? Probably Deduce. It is kind of awkward with the land count. So I go leak the 2-drop and then Deduce. But, I mean, I don't have a land drop, so do I just Deduce main phase? Okay, now I have a land drop, that's good. So I can go Sleep Magic and then Deduce. I could just Deduce here if my opponent doesn't play a 2-drop. If they play Thalia. Or if they don't play Thalia. I will counter a different 2-drop probably. What? Okay, do I counter that? I feel like... No, I don't counter that. Maybe I should. The disenchant is not really that bad. Oh, maybe. So I sleep magic the Kithian, which means that they can't use the training to get counters. And then I can shackle the Hopeful Initiate at some point, after I counter whatever this is. So, play an Adeline, please. They know I have a counter, though. It's so telegraphed. Well, I have Deduce, but it's still super telegraphed. I have to counter that. So I need land for Archon. Savannah Lions. Unfortunate. So I need to play Archon so they can't attack. Well, that's a decent alternative. Maybe. And it can kill Hopeful Initiate. I don't know about that order. Are they just not attacking? Okay. Okay, so I can play Archon tapped. I could hold up Leak. And if I find a basic, I can shackle. I kind of like that. It does kind of suck if I don't find an untapped land, which is only a basic. So I'm just triple blocking Initiate, I think. I guess they're flipping Kithian, that's a bit of a problem. Oh, I can't even leak a 2-drop. Maybe that was a misplay. And they don't have Adeline. So they swing out. No reason to block Kithian here. So I'm just going to triple block the Hopeful Initiate. This was the wrong order. I should have cracked the clue first. Because of Condemn. Or like the flash card. I cycle that if they do nothing, because I really want an untapped land. So they flip Kithian. So the island would be good here, but I need to be able to activate Shackles. It does kind of have to be an island though, and not a plains. So, do they have a creature? I guess +2 is correct regardless. Ooh, repeal. Repeal is so good against Kithian after it flips. Okay, can I get a land, please? Like, island just wins. If I just take the Thalia, that just wins. Maybe I just win regardless. They had no play. That is kind of crazy. League is kind of terrible here. Especially if they have a plains. They do. So Leak is kind of dead, unless I hold up both. And I guess it's kind of a render silent, where they can't play anything else after they pay for the Leak, the first one. Do they just activate Cave, though? That would be bad. Well, I know about this. Do I lapse? No, there's no way they just play this if they're not... Like, there's no way they do this over activating Cave if they have nothing. They actually have nothing? No way. Wow. I actually just have nothing here. I guess I could have known, maybe. But, like, what are they doing? Why? Like, do they just have lands? Like, how could they possibly have lands? I mean, they have hit every land drop, right? Yeah. But that would be crazy. I guess it could be Flare of Fortitude. But I guess I really should just play Archon. Yeah, that was a pretty big misplay last turn, I guess. I needed to... I should have just lapsed the Kithian. I don't know why I didn't. Why was I waiting for something else? Do I block? Yeah. I mean, if they're attacking, they're activating Cave, so... They can't attack with Kithian. Unless they play a different card. Which they probably will. No, they're just activating Cave, so they can't attack with Kithian. They're doing 6 here. They can't attack through my Archon, though. Unless they have Vithalia's Lieutenant, but they're never able to do that. And it doesn't even affect Cave, so I can just shackle the Kithian and block Thalia. So I obviously play Shackles. Oh. Do I hold back Archon? No, no point. Force them to pay 5 mana, 6 mana really. And get damage. Because they're never hurting me unless they activate Cave. So I think I do just win, but like, did I really have all lands? How? How many lands are they playing? Can't be more than like 23, right? And even 23 would be a lot. But there's a good chance they are playing 23. I mean, still, and they're playing like Secluded Step. Okay. Stealing Cave would be a misplay, I think. Like, I guess I could just hold up Cave as a blocker while I attack with Archon. Probably wrong, though. So if they don't play anything here, they lose. They lost. Because now I can just attack and counter whatever they play. So I just lapse anything that moves. Unless I can just double leak it. But I can't even double leak that, so I just lapse it and then triple leak it next turn. So I can't counter their next card, because I need to counter the Leonin. But they can't even have something else here, because they obviously top-decked that, or they would have played it before. Unless they didn't have a chance because they were activating Cave, I guess? I think they do have 2 lands in hand, though. Or like a Flare of Fortitude. I am allowed to do this now. I mean, I can't counter Leonin, but it just doesn't matter anymore. And also, if I leak the Leonin once, they can't activate Cave to block. So I should be locked for top 8 pretty much. Though it is certainly possible that my opponents have trolled after facing me. But there is still one round in the Swiss after this. Okay, so I'm now 4-1. Okay, so it is the final round of the Swiss. I am facing the Golgari Hogak combo deck with Soul Trader and Shatterfang, which I've already beaten once. I think I won 2-0. So I just go to Deuce here. I could leak a Satyr Wayfinder. I'm not sure if I want to. If they play Fanatic of Ronus, I Sleep Magic. I'll just deduce. Hits Nature's Rhythm. Hits Fanatic of Ronus. Hit a land. So I guess I should have counted that. That was a really good hit. Was that a black land? I think it was. I think it was Twilight Mire. Okay, I don't counter that. Well, maybe I should have. No. I might just be going Archon though. So yeah, it's just Archon. I could lose to Nature's Rhythm from hand because it hits Talara's Battalion and allows them to get a combo piece, which I can't interact with, and then next turn they use the one already in the yard to get the other combo piece. And I can't really interact because Sleep Magic doesn't interact with the combo. So hitting Fanatic and then having Mana Leak would do something. Oh, yeah, they have... Oh, wait, that... Yeah, they can just use this Nature's Rhythm. Yeah, that was probably misplay. What do they even hit, though? I feel like they don't have anything that's that good. Like, that doesn't really do that much. I guess that is quite good against Sleep Magic. Actually, that is quite good against me because... Oh. Never mind. Split Up is very good here. Do I hit the Town Greeter? Probably not. Though I could. They do get 3 treasure. I mean, they're probably sacking it regardless, right? So I just go Split Up untapped creatures. They sack all of these. They get 3 treasures. They have Fanatic in the yard. I assume they sack this. Though if I have Chthonian Nightmare, they don't. I still think not sleeping was correct. Because they could just sack... Because they might just sack this anyway. And they could have sacked it in response to Sleep Magic to deny a 2-2. They don't, so maybe they do just have the Chthonian Nightmare. Also lets them Hogak potentially. So they really need to do something right now, or they die. So it could be the Nature's Rhythm. where they have 6... Wait, no. That doesn't really do anything, does it? They would need Fanatic of Ronus already in play. Okay, let's see what they hit. They get Forest. They get the combo piece. That doesn't matter though, because they only get it with Chthonian Nightmare. And if they have Chthonian Nightmare, they could just loop 2 Satyr Wayfinders with infinite mana. Well, I guess it's not quite infinite mana, but I'm not threatening their life enough necessarily. But maybe I am, I don't know. So it's not irrelevant. But that wasn't a very good hit. They hit a land and then 3 cards that don't really do anything. Like, sure, it could do something, but not really. No Nature's Rhythm, Hogat kind of thing. Fanatic. I might just Eternalize Fanatic, which I would just Sleep Magic. I do create 2 2/2s here, so I do have a lot of damage threatened. 9 in 2 turns. No. Well, I have 5 now, 9 then. Not quite lethal unless I draw another enchantment. And it has to be on the next turn. And cheap enough for me to play it while holding up Leak. So let's see, double black. Okay, just Nightmare. So they can go trade out a Wayfinder. I don't know what they do here. They're probably ending up with a Warren Soul Trader. Okay, are they just playing a Nightmare again, getting something else? Like Fanatic? That seems likely. There's no way they just hold. Well, I guess it could be better to just sack this for a treasure. Probably not, though. But I do have the Sleep Magic. Wait, what? Oh, they have that from hand. That doesn't do anything. Like, it makes Nature's Rhythm better, but attacking doesn't really matter, because I'm always killing them first. So I guess what I do is hold up, fresh start. Maybe not. I have lethal next turn if I go Mythrealized. And then I could maybe Sleep Magic. So I have 7 power in play. Well, the thing is, Myth doesn't really matter for being a creature, it just matters for creating a creature. So I do have lethal if I create 2 creatures here, which could be worth it. But is that better than having 2 forms of interaction? So if they have Nature's Rhythm, they can only use it once, because they don't have Fanatic. No, they can... If they get a 2, they could use it twice. But a 2 doesn't do anything. They can't get 2 3s, which is what they need. No, they could, because they can just make treasures. So I guess Nature's Rhythm... I'll just use fresh start now. See if they want to sack this right now. They don't. I don't really need to hold up Leak, but I'm going to. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just go for lethal. Okay. So I can't stop this. So they get Warren's Soul Trader most likely. They could get a disenchant maybe? Scrap Shooter? What do they do about this? They can't Nature's Rhythm. I think they already played a land. Okay, so they could go... I always counter this. Yeah, I think I would have won if I just put more power in play. Though I guess their 3 could have been a reach or a flyer removal. But yeah, I don't think they ever had lethal here, because they couldn't put Cheddar, or they couldn't put the Warren Soul Trader in play. So tapping does nothing. I have nothing here. Wait, their combo doesn't work. If they're at 1, they can't do the combo. Well, if they have Nightmare, they can, but... because they get the Elbed. Like, they sack the Soul Trader for Elbed, then they sack Town Greeter for Soul Trader, and they have life from that. That would kill me. Is there any reason to use Sleep Magic? Like, it's always lethal. These don't care about being untapped. I guess I hit... I mean, I guess it could matter for Nature's Rhythm. Oh, it actually... Wait, am I dead? I'm just dead. I think I'm actually... No. I'm not dead. But I do need to use both, I think. Because I need to prevent Nature's Rhythm from getting something large. Or I need to make it cost more mana. But, Nightmare is lethal. What can they even get with this? So, they have 3 mana plus X. They could get a 3, but what does a 3 even do? Like, it gets Warren Soul Trader, but that doesn't... Wait, wow, they just had a second one in hand already. I mean, they just drew better. I mean, I maybe should have just gone for lethal on this turn. But, like, they drew both Nightmares. They drew, like, 3 of the tutors, maybe? Or was it only 2? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just dead now. They just have it. There's no way for them to misplay this, right? There's no way for them to accidentally spend too much life. Okay, so Shackles is good. Needle hits Soul Trader. What else? Needle hits Soul Trader and nothing else? But that's... Oh, it's the Nightmare. That's still good. So... Nevermore hitting Nature's Rhythm I think is good. Maybe. Sleep Magic is okay just because... Fnatic. And do they play Pop? I don't know. It's better than Condemn, I think. So I do like Roiling Dragonstorm. Maybe a Leak is not the best. I guess I'll go with this. Repeal, I guess it's good on the play because it hits Fnatic and the Eternalized version. Probably side it out on the draw. Maybe not both. Okay, this hand is good. Has card draw for a white source. Very good at disrupting the early game. Sleep Magic for Fnatic. Has a lapse. Has a repeal for something like Fnatic as well. Okay, I don't counter a Satyr Wayfinder because I need to play my own Deduce. Actually, fuck it. Mistake. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter because I wasn't going to draw land anyway. Well, I had one more look, but... do they not have a black source? I died. Okay. Well, I mean, sleeping that would have been great. I mean, I had all of the tools I needed, I just had no lands. Like, I had tapping down this, I had several lapses. But, yeah, I just can't do anything with this. I mean, I'm not even dead. They didn't hit a black source. But, I mean, I am just dead. Because, what am I gonna do with this? They do have a black source. Okay. They did miss a land drop. So I think they top ticked that. So, I mean, that is kind of why I lapsed, because they played double force, which kind of implied that they didn't have a black source. I'm just dead. I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely a good matchup, and this was such a good hand. Like, it was so easily winning if I just drew lands. But, yeah. Okay, it is now the top 8. I made it at 4-2, at 7th place. I am playing against Izzet Twin. What do I do here? Myth Realize is really good against Control, but I can't play it on turn 1. I guess I don't need Mana Leak on turn 2. And Archon, I'm gonna have to tap out for it. It's maybe okay into removal, but I don't know, probably not great against Control in general. So I go turn 2 Myth, turn 3, depending on what my opponent is doing, play Raven's Warning or hold up Mana Leak. I am kind of worried. I think this deck is pretty bad into the Control Mirror. Because playing creatures is good against other people who play creatures, but it's bad against people who remove creatures when I otherwise wouldn't have creatures in my deck. But Twin is also bad at playing a Control Mirror, so I don't know. But they do have the Twin combo, which I don't really have interaction for, which is a lot stronger than some Archons in this matchup. Main phase Deduce. That implies enough care about it resolving that they don't care what I do, which kind of implies that they don't have lands. So Raven's Warning can get Hullbreaker Horror. It can't get Jace Memory Adept. That's a card that I used to play in the Raven's Warning sideboard that I don't anymore. Not that it would necessarily resolve, and it can lose to Kiki. That card is really strong against me. Just drawing a card every turn. Myth Realize does not have flying. So what do I want? Hullbreaker would be good if I could get mana. Search could be good. It's a bit late for that, though. I could get Needle or something, or Nevermore. I feel like it's probably just Horror, though. I don't know, I feel like this isn't a great Raven's Warning. I really need card draw. It could be Shadow if I draw a land, but that's never resolving. No. Okay, well, I clicked through another thing. This one is a lot less important, though. So it is just horror, I think. Now that I have Deduce, I can actually accelerate into it. Do I counter that? Like, they already have card draw, so I feel like it doesn't really matter that much. Like, Hullbreaker does just win, so I really just want to get to that without dying. So I need to hit. I should have played Deuce. I don't know why I didn't. Because now they can counter it, they can invert it. Yeah, that was a terrible play. Though maybe they just activate the Furnace. Though, would they tap out like that after I used Raven's Warning? Wow, they're actually tapping out for it. And they missed the land. No, they didn't. So imagine Jace Memory Adept. That would have actually won. Not Sleep Magic, that's like the worst card here. Why? Just give me lands. Lands and I win. Sleep Magic is abysmal. Just does nothing. They probably don't main deck horror. That would be weird. Okay, I mean, I can maybe play horror on turn 9. I shouldn't die by then. I don't counter Pester. There's no reason to lapse it. I'm probably trying to lapse a counter. Or hold it until after I horror or something. I deduce here, right? No, deduce is too risky here. Yeah, Sleep Magic is just so bad in this matchup. I mean, so is Condemn, so whatever. Well, I guess Condemn is better because I can actually remove Pestermite. Like, if they attack into... Or, like, if I Sleep Magic a Pestermite, they can still do the combo. Do they attack, though? I'm not sure. I don't know if Deduce is a good play. It's probably not. They probably just invert this, and if I lapse, they just counter back. Not that they care about the cards that much, but they know that I care about the cards, is the thing. And they might have a suspicion that I got horror, considering how I didn't play anything when they tapped out. Like, what else would I have gotten? Lapse? That's fine. It's gonna be so long before I can horror, though, and they have this Steaming Sauna. Which is actually just gonna destroy me. Like, this actually just wins them the game. This is so much card advantage on a removal spell. Like, this is actually so incredibly powerful for a deck, for any kind of control deck, really. You just get to have a card advantage engine on what's already a removal spell. I can't let that happen, I think. They probably just counter back, but... I mean, like, how am I ever winning this? I just need to naturally draw lands. I wonder if they can remove horror. Like, they obviously can at sorcerer speed with Roaring Furnace, maybe ill-timed, maybe like Thunder Magic with the kicker thing. That's also an instant. Thunder Magic is actually kind of terrifying. I died. I was dead to Kiki regardless. They could pay for the leak. Well, I had a lapse. Or, no I didn't. No I didn't. So if they somehow don't have Kiki, I'm not dead yet. I don't win regardless, but they obviously just have it. I guess do I make them do it? I feel like it could come down to time, so I guess. Okay, so my opponent did the combo. Shackles is very good. I don't know if I should be main decking Horror. Is it better off Raven? I'm not sure. Probably. I guess I play Shadow then. Surge, of course. Rune Tailor does stop the combo. Nevermore? I'm not sure if Nevermore is worth it. So Sleep Magic is terrible. Maybe Condemn for their other threats. I don't even know what their other threats are, though. Probably Whale. Fresh Start does stop the combo. Just generally removes Kiki. Or their other threats, potentially. Split Up is bad. Repeal is not great. Has some interesting things with, like, Roiling Dragonstorm, Raven's Warning. What if I just played Temporal Trespass? Is that crazy? Maybe. Okay. I probably shouldn't be playing any split-ups. I don't know. Imagine Pestermite to interact with it. Okay, this is a great hand, mostly just because it has lands and Search for Skanta. Not enough lands, but Search will find me lands. These 3 cards are pretty bad. I don't know why D-Sphere is in. It's probably better than Split Up, I guess. Raven's Warning is also good, so it's really just these 4 cards that matter. Not that these cards are nothing. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the matchup that I was throwing away when I played this version of the deck. But I want it to be aggro. They have their own Search, okay. That is a problem. It is very unlikely that I miss another land up. This is a 25 land deck, so I'm gonna have 5 looks by then. Though 2 looks, I mean, definitely could miss. And they're throwing away lands. They're drowning while I'm in a desert. Well, tap land is fine. All I need is the counters anyway. I don't have a way to find more lands though, so I'm gonna be doing this dance for the whole time pretty much. And like, there's not really a limit to how many lands I want. Like, I kinda want as many as possible, so Search is good and it flips. Yeah, I'll just keep taking lands. So, I will mana leak a Pestermite. It's not strictly better O-Ring. It's D-Sphere. I would like to D-Sphere the Search, or at least force a counter once they get to 5 lands. But, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Need a land. That's maybe not the worst. It is pretty bad, though. Because I can't do it until after I flip the Search, and I don't know if I can really flip the Search. Because I have to keep every land. I guess I'm playing Raven's Warning. I mean, I'm probably just dead. Like, I think it's just over. I don't have lands, they do. So they can actually use the card advantage. They're going to flip Search first. They're also better at using card advantage than me. And just being mana inefficient is so bad for me in this matchup. So I do play Raven's Warning. It accelerates both of us to Search, but they were kind of getting there quickly anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. And I'm not getting there that quickly unless I do things like this. I am dead to Pester Kiki plus any counterspell that isn't invert, which is not unlikely. That is invert. We'll have to try, but pretty sure they just counter back. And then I throw, if it's lapse, I just throw it in the bin. Please lose this. I really need that Raven's Warning in the yard and not on my opponent's battlefield. They just immediately look at my hand and draw a card. I don't know what their sideboard cards are, probably nothing that good. Could be a Kiki. It works? Wow. That is... I don't know why they even did that. Okay, they can flip search right now. They could like upkeep Thunder Magic to make sure. Or Burst Lightning. I think they do play Thunder Magic though. They put it on top. Okay, Roaring Furnace. So if they tap out for that, do I really have a threat? Like, I have Archon. Terrible draw. Actually, abysmal draw. But like, if my opponent activates the Steaming Sauna, I can't really Temporal Trespass because I need to flip search first. So do they flip? Yes. So, I mean, again, they just have more card advantage than they can even use. So like, how do I even beat that? They just have a bunch of 2-mana counters that I can't beat, and also invert. Like, they just... Another reason this matchup is bad is because they just have way more counters than me. They have up to like 12 counters. Which is bad against aggro, but really good in the mirror. So, I get Horror, which is quite good here. Unfortunately, I can't really use it. So if I D-Sphere, I potentially just die. So maybe that's bad. Actually, it's very likely that I do die, because I died to Pester Kiki plus any 2-mana counter, which is likely. And like, D-Sphere is not particularly good here. Could also be Archon. I'd probably play Archon first. Interesting. I couldn't flip search anyway. And I wasn't going to put the Horror in the yard, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, it certainly could matter though. Because they can just counter it when it comes back down. Though, if Horror is my main plan, does it really matter? Like, I could just go Horror into Trespass. And that maybe wins. Play something, please. Wait, I'm dead. I'm dead to Pester Kiki. What am I doing? Why did I play around it last time and not this time? Surely they don't realize they can just do that. Uh-oh. I feel like they would have countered that if they weren't going to win the game. Well, I'm dead. Yeah, I died. Like, yeah, I just need 5 lands if I'm going to beat Pester, Kiki plus Lapse. Or Leak. I mean, they have 3 lands, both turns. So they're beating Leak. And if I Fresh Start or Lapse the Kiki, then they have 3 mana, so they can invert Polarity potentially. So, like, which way... I think I'm dead regardless, but... It's never Lapse, right? Like, I guess they could... they have 2 draws to find a counter if they didn't have one already. I don't know. Invert Polarity still works if they win the flip against Fresh Start, so nothing there. I'm pretty sure there's nothing I can do. I have 4 mana now. Like, how could they possibly lose? That's Kiki. Invert Polarity works against Lapse, right? Like, they gain control of Lapse, and it targets itself? Or maybe Invert? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure at least one of those works, though. Probably itself. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Maybe they don't realize Fresh Start is interaction. They're just F6ing through this before I interact. They just have Lapse though, or Leak. Yeah. So yeah, I should not have played Search, but I was pretty dead regardless because... I mean, what was I even doing? I didn't even have a way to field a graveyard. I didn't have a way to draw land. Yeah, it's just a terrible matchup. Like, I kind of had an idea that I could just play better than my opponent, but no, it just doesn't function as a control deck, this deck. It's more of a mid-range deck. Like, you can't really play a late game, because there just isn't enough... Like, you can't actually accelerate into your land drops. And, like, there's something with Search, but that just didn't work out this game, because... I mean, my opponent just had better ways of doing that. I mean, they just drew more deduces, I guess. For the most part. And they could have had Steaming Sauna as well. But yeah, I made top 8, lost the first round. So, my earlier misplay didn't really matter, I guess. Alright, so I ended up losing in the top 8. So this was my list. I'm probably never going to play this deck again, because I don't think it's very good. I would rather play regular Azorius. Or some other version. But I beat Red Deck wins. I beat Gruul combo post. I beat the Golgari combo deck with Nature's Rhythm and Hogak. I lost to Gruul Midrange. Was that just Gruul Midrange? I don't know if I had Lumberjack or Twin. Okay, it was just regular Gruul Midrange, yeah, and part of that was because I just had that horrible skipped attack, which lost me the match. Or the game, not the match. I beat Mono-White Humans. So I did do well against aggro, which is what my goal was with the deck. And then I lost to the deck that I wasn't aiming for, in Twin. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to do that well with this deck. It was kind of... I mean, I knew it was a bad idea when I brought it. But the winner of the tournament was Gruul Lumberjack, or Lumberjack with Twin as well. So basically, Orchestra Lumberjack makes a ton of mana on turn 2. And you play your Kiki, you play your Celebrant. Then you also have Nature's Rhythm to find those, which is also good with Fanatic of Ronus. Because you pay like 5 mana for a Combat Celebrant, and then you pay the 4 mana from Celebrant, and then the 4 mana from Fanatic to pay the quadruple green cost. And then 1 more mana to get to Kiki. And then you also have the Satyr Wayfinders and Town Greeters, basically just 8 of the same effect to play your Hogak from the yard. And yeah, apparently that was good into the field. A bit surprising that it beat a deck like Anvil Colossus. But green was actually more than half of the field, which is crazy for PD. Normally green is the worst color by far, but apparently it's actually one of the best colors now. Or at least today it was. I wouldn't say it's actually that good. But specifically the Nature's Rhythm decks did really well. That card has been performing extremely well this season. You can actually look at how the cards did. And yeah, Nature's Rhythm, the win rate isn't that high, but that's because so many people played it that had mirror matches, I think. So it's kind of impossible for it to be that high. Well, that is very good. Fanatic of Ronus 2 basically only played together. So yeah, that was the tournament. Congrats to Elenon.